It's the Ravens and the Jags under the lights on Sunday night.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He's still on his feet. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 36-yard line. A big play there on the option. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 36 yards. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Baltimore defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 20 carries, 77 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing?
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that,
there he goes left side. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So time to see Jacksonville get on offense for the second time here in this game.
Here we go.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
it is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mariota.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. You look at this Baltimore defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
ETN up the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Jaguars first down.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
That pick 6 just a moment ago, things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10.
Back to it after the pick 6. Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Handoff running left is ETN.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planning him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Mariota.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Mariota going to change the play.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his...
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. From the red zone now, Mariota. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Motion man left is Kirk. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, and instead, here's Swift.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
Folk connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now an option play on second down.
And he held on to him, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line.
Jackson running again. On third down, Robinson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Mariota.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Well, they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw. And nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Opposite, green, switch, yellow.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10.
Oh, we're ready.
They'll start out here with the option left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
Here's Jackson to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
There he goes, right side.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Bijan Robinson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, Mariota. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Right. Marcus Williams on the covering.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's up over 1,200 yards now on the season. Had a touchdown on that last drive as well. Things continuing to trend in the right direction for this offense, but specifically, Charles, this running game.
And it all comes back to one word, doesn't it? Cohesion. Because you have to have that. Center, guards, tackles, tight ends. Some of the wide receivers being involved. Maybe a lead runner at times. Maybe a fullback. But all in all, those X's and O's on the grease board that look so nice, that turns into a jumble in real life.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where you see the final score there. Cortland Sutton, well over 100 yards.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
And the Jacksonville offense on their way out again as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Yellow, Lonnie, blue, check. Smith, red.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Jaguars first down.
Check white, black swap, opposite, green.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First down, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36.
Go now.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Go. Ready?
Running the jet sweep with Ridley.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Ready.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Yellow, Lonnie, blue,
Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to the running game with Swift.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Ready.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt.
Folk's kick is good.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Ricard going to get it on the option.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield.
Holding. Offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Adafe always so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 46-yard
now a 2nd down throw for Mariota.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage.
That's the end of the
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mariota. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 9 here. Mariota to throw it. Dancing to his left. Oh, able to avoid him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Yellow, line, blue, check. Smith, red, check, white, black swap.
Swift. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Yikes, a 40-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Ravens 8-yard line.
Throwing is Mariota. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marcus Mariota. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's 3rd and 3. Jackson. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Robinson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Jackson, options out left. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Ready up? Let's go now. Opposite. Green.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. To throw Mariota. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Ready.
To throw, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. One last shot now from Mariota. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this